What's going on, guys, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. So, I don't know why I just laughed there a little bit, but I'd like to just not suggest, what's the word I'm looking for? Confront the problem with the frames last episode. I have no idea. That was literally so random, I guess. Like, I don't know what caused that. Everything was the same as normal, well, since part 3, part 4. And everything was fine, and like the recording software was running fine. I got all the fine frames like on my end, and then just like viewing the video back when it went to YouTube, it was laggy as hell. But when it was literally like as a raw file, it was fine, and then when I rendered it, it seemed fine, and then when I put it on YouTube, it just kind of like it elaborated a lot more on the frames. I don't know what's causing it, or if it will happen this episode. But if it does keep happening, that becomes a problem with 7 Days to Die, and like I did say, I am a perfectionist when it comes down to quality of my videos. There's nothing more that I hate than when I get a comment saying, like, the frames are awful, this is unwatchable. I don't want somebody to not watch my videos just because the quality isn't good enough for them. I'd rather them not watch the videos because they don't like my videos, you know? They don't like 7 Days to Die, they don't like Rust, they don't like this, or they don't like that. That's more understandable than somebody leaving because something's wrong with the game, like the frames. But for now, this is, I guess, a test. I did do a frame test before this. I did a raw cap of just running around, actually in Gravetown, I think it is. Yeah, Gravetown is fucking terrible. We're not going to Gravetown ever. Like, there is those cop zombies, like, spitting shit all over the place. There's, like, a bunch of dogs, and there's, like, a whole bunch of holes in the ground, and it just doesn't look fun at all. So this episode, we're going to head over to the build site, and we're going to start clearing out some of the area. Since last episode we adventured, this episode we're going to build. We're going to clear out some of the area, and we're going to start on, I think, building the walls. Or we're going to probably need to make some kind of hole into the ground. You see, I wanted to go like a TNT route, because that seems like it would be a lot easier than in something else, like digging straight down with the new digging system, because zombies would easily just come straight through and start wrecking my face when I start digging through the ground. Because of the new system, the way the blocks break and stuff, I feel like digging underground is much, much harder now. But at the same time, I feel like it does make it a little bit more difficult, like it would be in an actual, like, real-life situation. Digging underground, obviously, in real life would not be the easiest thing ever. And they don't make it easy in this game either. So we're just going to get rid of these dogs, because they are absolutely awful, and I hate their pathfinding as well. They're so hard to shoot when they're, like, all weaving around everywhere. So, actually, if you repair really damaged items, like 2 really damaged items, you get a 3rd out of it. So if we have 2 spike clubs, we can actually get 3 spike clubs out of it, so we're not gonna waste this entire spike club till it breaks, unless we don't realize it's about to break. And then we're just gonna repair both of them, and that should help kind of stop us from overusing too many materials. The same thing happens for like shovels, and that's kind of why I have 2 of everything in my inventory right now. But this episode, we're gonna head over and we're gonna build. We're gonna get some shit done, and we need to start working on the wall around the outside of the town. We're going to get some special guests coming into 7 Days to Die pretty soon. We just need kind of a safe space for them to work with us, I guess. Basically just gathering materials, digging underground, heading into like crazy cities like Gravetown, Ghostown, those kind of places. Survival games, season 3, I believe it is, or season 4. I think we're on season 3. Is rumored to be happening sometime this weekend or next weekend. I haven't been into contact with any of the guys yet, and I really haven't been able to this week because I've been extremely busy. Tomorrow's my only off day, including the weekend, because I actually have that spin-a-thon thing for my 24-hour live stream. I'm donating the whole $500 whatever on Saturday, I believe, is when the thing is. So Saturday, I think my ride time is from like 3 to 4 p.m. Essentially, I just ride on a stationary bike for an hour, and they just crank music, and then they got like this like motivational like person or something that just kind of like, all right, please no horde, please no horde. Got a sticky situation there. We're all good. Sticky situations, we can get out of them. But yeah, it's like a motivational, like, you know what I mean. Like, if you've ever been to a spin class, whoops. If you've ever been to a spin class or, like, any kind of, like, workout class of some nature, they're just like, yeah, now go, 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 get up and go, 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 go. And they kind of just crank you, and they're always playing, like, this pumped up music, and it's like, yeah, let's go. And, that's kind of what you do for an hour. And it's really fun. I enjoy it. And we got, like, this team name. I think we're the Pleasantly something Spinners? I don't remember what it is, but we're Pleasantly Spunky Spinners. Yeah, it's a mouthful. Because the camp that I work at is called Camp Pleasant because we're on a street called Pleasant Street. And yeah, that's basically what we're called, and we'll be riding a bike for an hour. But enough about that, we're going to continue clearing out this house. Somebody said instead of clearing out the houses, you should just incorporate them. This is the only house in this area that I'm knocking down. It's these, like, little rock chunks that are kind of in the way. I mean, we can incorporate them and just, like, make it so, like, the area is not, like, completely barren and flat. This is really the only one that I really, really want to get rid of. The reason is, once I get rid of this one right here, we kind of have, like, this entire chunk right here that we really don't need to clear out. It's just a bunch of trees and, like, concrete blocks like these that we can just pick up. So this is like the only one that I really need to get rid of. This one and that one, but we don't need to deal with that one right away. The outside wall is going to be reinforced concrete. And the only way we're going to be able to get reinforced concrete if we can get some sand. So we're going to head over to the desert this episode and definitely go get some sand. But in order to get reinforced concrete, we're going to need a whole bunch of metal, which is going to involve going underground or going into a city and breaking things made of metal. And going underground seems like a very plausible option since we need to do that eventually anyway. And the city's always going to be there, so if we ever need to definitely go to the city, we can. But I would much rather probably definitely start going underground at some point. I think if we're going underground, we're probably just going to go underground in this area because we can easily get over here. It's very, very light on the amount of zombies that are over here. That's why I picked this for a sanctuary spot. As well as the fact that it's near everything. We can go to the desert in a couple walks. We can go to the burnt forest in a couple walks. And, like, Dyersville is really not too far away. And it's in the exact middle of the map, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and break this last block. And then we're going to head over to... I mean, we've got this little chunk right here. We don't really have to deal with this right now, but I'll get rid of this corner piece. Because once we get rid of that corner piece, the top piece will fall. This will be much easier with something like an auger. For sure. But I can't imagine how loud an auger is and how many hordes it would bring along. Probably a shit ton. So let's head over to the desert. Let's take out our shovel. And let's dig up some sand. The reason why we need sand is because it is added to stone to make concrete, and then you add metal to make reinforced concrete. And like I said, we need to start heading underground at some point. I'm actually going to head over to this little campsite over here and see what's up over there. Hello, dude. I hate the freaking pathfinding of these guys. They're so, like, all over the place. I hate how those can't be used for anything from what I've seen so far. They're probably used for, like, some kind of landmine or something. We're going to head up to the army base. I think our adventure next episode is going to bring us up to the army base to get some mines. Which is probably going to be the point where I bring someone along to play with. Who do you think, who would you like to see of the group? Would you like to see Star? Would you like to see Ritz? Would you like to see Derek? Would you like to see Cage? Who do you want to come along with me? Comment down below. We'll see if we can get one or maybe a few of them to come on with me and play a couple episodes if they really wanted to. I think that would be really cool. To get some people in here. It's usually a solo kind of thing, but it doesn't have to be solo forever, you know? I don't have to play alone forever. I get bored sometimes too. I'm not saying I'm getting bored yet because obviously the new patch brought a bunch of stuff. Clay and sand. We're definitely going to want to pick up the clay. Oh, whoops. We did not want to drop destroyed stone. I think there's a way... Can we just... We can dig straight down, right? And then just, like, dig outwards, and gravity will give us more, I believe. I think that's the way it's going to work, right? Will gravity give us extra sand? Oh shit, oh shit. Bad situation, bad situation. Oh. Drop clay. We can get clay in the future. We want sand right now. Alright. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, get out of here. Alright. We want more sand. You just have feathers, tin can. I think this is giving us 2 pieces of dirt. I could be mistaken. I think I am mistaken, but that's fine. What is this? What is this crap? More sand? So yeah, it is giving us 2 sand. I'm not mistaken. I'm smart. See how the kind of the digging works now? It kind of does. I guess the whole smoothing out thing was not a bad choice. I think it adds an extra dynamic, and it kind of separates like just kind of like materials. It separates materials from building blocks. I'm sure as hell hoping that like reinforced concrete isn't in like this diamond shaped form, which I don't think it should be, or it will be for that matter. I'm pretty sure it is considered a building block, so it should be shaped in a square fashion. Let's go ahead and just a little bit more, not much, guys. We won't be doing this too often. It's actually pretty productive if we were to go down 1 more layer. There we go. That's the whole strip that we just dug out, and we got 20, oh, sandstone and sand. Crushed sand? Concrete. Okay. I'm assuming this is just stone, and I think the corners or the center is sand. If I'm not incorrect, it could be the opposite. I could be incorrect, and it could be the opposite, so let's test it out. Giving us just a small rock. Maybe sandstone now makes concrete? Am I doing something wrong, guys? I'm probably doing something wrong. I'm probably going to have to look up the recipe for concrete, unfortunately. That's kind of sad. We can't really work on the wall this episode. Pretty sure it used to be just sand and stone, right? Yeah, definitely used to just be sand and stone. So let's kind of go over to like the build site, and I'm gonna map it out for you guys. That way you guys can kind of imagine what I'm imagining in my mind. You can imagine what I'm imagining. Wooden club and bullets. I'd rather take the bullets over anything. Alright, so let's go over here and I'll show you what I'm imagining. Okay, it's actually easier to show you from up here on the hill. So, what I'm imagining is you kind of see this like flattened out chunk. Once I get rid of that rock right there, once I get this flattened out, I kind of just like, I guess I could utilize a part of the desert as well. I can just kind of, let's get this butthole out of here. Get out of here, butthole. Okay, so utilizing the desert as well would actually be a great idea. So we just bring a wall like here, all the way around, up and around here, down there, and back down here. We kind of got this huge space where we just build like a gravel road, I believe I'm going to do. A gravel road, and just place houses along the road with each equal, like, representation. They're each going to have their own pizzazz to them, I guess. They're not going to be built out of the same building blocks. They're probably not going to build very, like, 100%, like, zombie sturdy, because the outer wall is going to be keeping the zombies out. But the outer wall is going to be layered. So essentially what I mean by layered is the outer wall is going to be 2 concrete blocks high. Because once it's higher than 2, it means absolutely nothing, because the zombies can break the bottom 2 blocks and just walk right through it. Or actually probably 3 high, because if they break the top block they can jump over. So it'll probably be 3 high. That's probably the most optimized for a wall. And in front of that wall is going to be spikes. I don't know how many layers. Probably 1 layer to start because it is a lot of wood to get spikes down. Probably 1 layer at first. And then I think after the wall is going to be a pit. And I don't know if I want to do a reinforced pit or do I want to do a really deep pit that insta-kills the zombies. Deep pits would be... the deep pit would be a lot of work, especially without an auger. Because it would be a shit ton of digging. But with the new gravity effects, I think it might be a little bit easier. Because I can just go like 2 or 3 at a time, I believe. We'll see. But having the spikes in front of the wall will kill zombies as they're breaking down the wall. And then having, like, I wanted to do, like, a secondary wall. Like, just, like, a little backup wall with, like, kind of a no man's land with, like, mines and, like, that kind of thing. But mines are kind of irreplaceable. Which kind of brings down to the fact that, well, I mean, they're not irreplaceable, but they're expensive, I guess is the proper term. They take a lot of materials to build. And if we head over to the army base next episode, we should be able to get almost a stack of army mines. Because there's mines all spread out throughout the army base that, like, zombies step on and blow up. And if we just utilize that, go over there and pick up as many army mines as we can... I keep calling them army mines. We pick up as many mines as we possibly can. We should have enough mines to possibly make, like, a decent no man's land. After the spikes, after the wall, after the pit. And that should be really sufficient enough to be able to keep... even, like, the largest of hordes, even a horde from, like, a noise. Like, even if a horde came from, like, a really, really, like, chunk of loud noises, I think the zombies would still kind of, I don't think they would be able to, like, work together hard enough to be able to get through, like, a minefield, a wall, a spike pit, and spikes outside the wall. And I think that would be kind of cool for a sanctuary as well, because something like mines... if you hear a mine go off, you're kind of like, in the back of your head, you're just like, oh shit, they're on the outer layer. They're about to break through. They're about to wreck our sanctuary. This is going to suck. We got to get out there and defend. And then we'll start defending, and eventually sanctuary will be, like, so sufficiently, like, perfect. I will never have to leave. I can, like, have my own little purified water station, and... like, eventually we'll just have everything, and then that's when we start adventuring the map a little bit more, and we think of another mega build idea. And that's where the game leads us to the large amount of possibilities that it comes with. So, thank you guys for stopping by today's episode. I'm hoping that the frames are fixed. I can't tell during recording, I can only tell after. Which kind of, I don't know, kind of sucks at the same time. We don't have enough metal in there. Slap some of that in there, that's fine. Kind of sucks that we don't know if it's good or not, but it's kind of... there's nothing we can do about it, I guess. But hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you guys later.